Today on Flavors of the Coast, hot crusty breads offer the foundation for a savory selection of appetizers, and Chef Irv Miller is using every fresh topping imaginable.
Let's turn the peppers, turn the tuna, check the shrimp, and see how many things we can do at one time.
Plus, Melia Allen rolls up her sleeves for an early morning lesson in strudel making at this old-world European bakery.
Watch, I'm going to slide this so I don't roll it off onto the floor.
Like a professional.
It's the best of the bakery, both savory and sweet, straight ahead on Flavors of the Coast. Support for Flavors of the Coast is provided by Pen Graphics, a full-service printer using the latest Heidelberg technology. When the world is in black and white, Pen Graphics says it in color. Lamar Advertising Company, a leader in outdoor advertising since 1902. For the Kitchen, your one-stop source for kitchen accessories and gifts, located in Milton's Historic District. And by contributions to this PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you. Welcome to Flavors of the Coast. Now, here's award-winning executive chef Irv Miller.
Hi, welcome to the studio today. I've got some great ideas that I want to show you, and they all start with these great breads that we've got at Napoleon's Bakery. As you can see, we've got some baguettes and some Parisians, some traditional French bread, some rye breads, some country loaves, just a fantastic array of breads that you can get down at the bakery. Now, I have a lot of material to cover today, so I want to get started and tell you how to get going on this. Today, I want to do several different appetizers of bruschetta and crostinis. Now, I'll explain that in a minute, but what I'd like to do is I have some fresh tuna here, and I put some sesame seeds on it. I'm going to get that searing in some hot oil. And I'm also going to get some marinated shrimp going on the grill. It's marinated in a little bit of lemon, some fresh marjoram, and a little bit of salt and pepper, and of course, olive oil. Now, all of these components will make up the 6 or so bruschettas that we're going to do in crostinis. Now, crostinis really are nothing more than French bread that has been sliced and drizzled with extra virgin olive oil or rubbed with olive oil and then baked in the oven. And a bruschetta is very similar to that, however, it's put on the grill. Now, traditionally, of course, it's done with rubbed with garlic, but I have so many different things here today. I'll show you how versatile it really is. I also want to get some roasted peppers going. Now, this is nothing more than fresh peppers put over the burner, and you'll see that it takes about 5 minutes, and we'll have it all charred on the outside, and then I would put it in a plastic bag or on a plate and wrap it tight, and it would get very soft, and we would peel it. Now, let me show you how to cut the bread for these crostinis. Now, this is a nice baguette, a short baguette, and the way that you do it is just cut them about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch thick. And as you can see, if you should straighten it out, you'll have a different shape. So the more you cut it on a bias, a different shape that you'll have. And that's where it becomes a lot of fun with all the different sizes and shapes. But I'm going to do one more, and then I'll show you how to put it together and get these going on the grill as well. All right. Now, you have to have a lot of extra virgin olive oil because that's what makes it up. Lots of oil, extra virgin, a nice fruity olive oil. Let's turn the peppers, turn the tuna, check the shrimp, and see how many things we can do at one time. I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on the shrimp. Tuna is almost finished. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and shut it off and turn it one more time. Now, for the crostini, I liberally put the extra virgin olive oil in the pan, and I just start dipping them. And you'll see it uses a lot of olive oil, so you just keep on adding the oil to the pan and absorb it. Now, for a crostini, you would take this, put it in the oven, and bake it at about 350 degrees for maybe 4 or 5 minutes till it becomes nice and brown and crisp. And for a bruschetta, you would take it just like this, and you put it right on the grill, and get some nice grill marks. And you could season it with salt and pepper too, but I have some olives that have a lot of salt in them, so I'm not going to do that. So let's pull the tuna. Turn the peppers one more time. Check the shrimp. And hey, we'll be back in just a minute and I'll show you how to put together all these ingredients and make some fantastic bruschettas and crostinis.
Irv's delicious presentation is coming up, but first, Melia Allen follows the aroma of some of the freshest breads and pastries on the Gulf Coast.
Tucked away on a quiet street in Pensacola's Fine Arts and Theater District is an Austrian-born baker who starts his day well before sunrise to deliver a little old world charm to the new world right here along the Gulf Coast.
I'm a trained baker from Europe, so I've been trained in Austria for a couple of years. I worked in the bakery business for approximately 15 years, 20 years, and another 20 years in the restaurant business. So, and it's all the recipes, everything is from Europe, from the business schools, and from my family's bakery back home.
Wolfgang Pitzman and his wife Wanda moved from their European home to Florida's Gulf Coast in 1997. Pensacola's landmark Napoleon Bakery was acquired by Wolfgang last year, bringing with him the culinary influences of his family's bakery in Austria and their many travels.
Our family moved around and at one time becoming a part of Italy, of Venezia. And this name Pitzman was pronounced Pizzamano over there. So some people think we have something to do with pizzas, but we don't.
While Wolfgang may not be famous for his pizza dough, he's certainly renowned for other authentic European baking. Crusty breads, 6 or 7 varieties, are started every day at 2 a.m., in the oven by 5, and then
we take it out and we have a fresh bread every day at 6:30 in the morning. But it seems a short way, but it takes 4 hours, at least 4 hours to make only the French bread.
And well before this patisserie's doors open, Wolfgang's team of trained dessert bakers have already been flouring, pounding, and rolling dough, cutting out elegant tarts and cookies, and with precision layering, icing, and adding final touches to their specialty cakes and pastries. By 7 a.m., a steady stream of customers arrive at 101 South Jefferson Street, drawn by the endless choices and fragrant aromas of flaky golden croissants and breads. The sinfully rich-looking pastries and desserts were puffed, meringued, tarted, and swirled only hours before their arrival, all to deliver them an authentic European experience from a genuine European bakery.
I've taken my peppers off the burners and I put them on a plate and I wrap them with a little bit of wrap, let them sweat, and then we'll peel them and seed them, and they come out beautifully, and I dice them over here. Now you can buy peppers already finished in the store, and they're a pretty good product these days. However, fresh is always best. Now what I've done here is I've laid out my crostinis and my bruschettas, and I want to start having a little bit of fun with these. First we're going to start with the savory ones, and what I have here is called a tapenade, and it's merely a mixture of olives, capers, and garlic, and I'm just going to smear a little bit of tapenade on each crostini. And you can be as liberal as you like with this, or less. Put less on if you like. Now I also have roasted garlic, and garlic is the roasted garlic is just the cloves are put in some oil and brought to a boil on the stove, and then you just let it boil for about 15 minutes or so, and you strain off the oil. let the garlic cool, and you actually save the oil as a byproduct. Works wonderfully for sautéing. And we're just going to use the puree here as a foundation as well. I like mixing them sometimes too. And I just want to tell you how easy and versatile everything is. Feel free to experiment with these crostinis and bruschettas. Now, here's a little bit of the tuna that I seared off, and I'm going to top these. And tuna and the olive puree works extremely well. And I'll put a little bit of green onion on those and drizzle with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. And I'm just going to place those right over here. And now we're going to try something a little bit different. I've got some tomatoes that I grilled. And I love grilled tomatoes. They're just wonderful. And I've got an assortment of cheeses here: Parmesan cheese, feta cheese, fresh mozzarella. And we're just going to build these crostinis. These are bruschettas, the grilled ones. And let's put some mozzarella on. Now, if you liked another cheese, I would suggest using your favorite cheese. And this is, this is a lot of fun. Bring your family, get them involved with this, let them do their favorite thing, put their favorite ingredient on there. And I'm going to drizzle this with a little olive oil. And a little bit of cracked pepper. And I'm going to put these in the oven just for a couple minutes, just till the cheese melts. These can be served room temperature or warm, whatever you prefer. So I'll put this on broil, and it shouldn't take but a minute. Now I've also taken a little bit of cream cheese and some fresh dill, and I combined those with a little bit of garlic, and I'm going to use that as the foundation as well. And I have some wonderful smoked salmon that I'm going to put on top. And I would garnish this particular dish or appetizer with a little bit of fresh dill and perhaps some capers. And tapenade is wonderful with this as well. So you could actually put this on a foundation of tapenade too. So I'm going to sprinkle on some capers and put these guys over here. And my tomato bruschettas are almost finished. And I wanted to make a shrimp crostini for you as well before I show you my dessert bruschetta and crostini. So let's see. Let's try a little bit of roasted garlic on these. Now the shrimp, of course, has been marinated in marjoram and also some lemon juice and olive oil. And I would put the shrimp on top. You could change the foundation. You could use something else of your favorite. But I'm using the roasted garlic. And I would warm these up as well. These look great. And I'm just going to pop these in the oven for a minute. And then while these are going, I want to show you my dessert crostinis. Now what I did different with these was I used instead of olive oil, I used butter and brushed them with butter. And then I put them in the oven for a minute or two. And